Right, so go back again and give it a second coat. People keep asking, do you have to be neat and tidy? The simple answer is, you most certainly do not. As you can see, I am not being neat and tidy whatsoever. The only thing I am doing is making sure that I get into the letters and on the sides and that overlap onto the face of the stone. And that So I'm actually in a cemetery in Loftus today, which is approximately 68 miles from my house. So 60, 120, 120. It's a 136 mile round trip. And I've got to clean the marble and re-letter the stone. Or I should say regild the lettering, regild the lettering. Clean the marble, regild the lettering. I'm hoping start to finish, it should take me no more than an hour and a half. So, Old Faithful, D2. This will help clean the marble. And I also like to put it on the lettering so I can give it a good cleaning. So if there's any loose gold leaf, it'll actually come off when I use this nice soft brush. There's a fair little bit of gold leaf actually coming off, which is exactly what we want. We don't want to be putting new gold leaf in with any gold leaf that will actually flake off. Otherwise the new gold leaf is just going to flake straight off as well. And then once I've done this, I'll give it a rinse off and let the stone dry. While that stone's drying, I'll concentrate on cleaning the white marble up. Or should I say clean the marble back up to white. So, just for now, I'll pause this video. So, there's the marble cleaned up, and now it's going to be time to start on the lettering And looking at the skies, it looks as though it could rain any minute. So I better get a move on. So I'm going to have to pause this video while I crack on. Sorry about that. So now I'm going to put the molasses on. You'll find that a lot of grave tenders who do re-lettering, if they are doing a granite stone, some, even if they're doing a marble stone, they won't use molasses or a molasses mix like I use. And the reason being, they prefer to use a blade to scrape it off, or they may use a cuttlefish. I've even seen some use like just a non-scratch scourer, and it's a case basically of whatever works best for you. For me, I tend to think it's molasses and treacle mix. Reason being, I'm not scraping the stone as hard, so there's no chance of me putting any scratches on the stone, which is what would happen, or could happen, if you use a blade. Cuttlefish, pretty much no chance whatsoever. I also think that using molasses is a quicker end result. Actually, that needs a bit more molasses on, purely because there's not as much scraping involved, because obviously once you take the thick of the molasses off, whatever you've been using, I need to use a new roller, whatever you are using, whether it be a gold paint or whatever, it's easier to clean off with the molasses. It's a lot less scraping involved, where if you haven't got anything on, you got to scrape sometimes, you got to press hard, the blade could slip. There is something else you can use, I forget the name of it off the top of my head. When it comes to it, I'll actually put it in this video. And it's blue, it's like a latex. You do pretty much the same thing, roll it on, and you leave it, and it dries like a rubber. Then you do your lettering, and you peel it off. Only problem is, or two problems, sorry. One, it's expensive. And two, to the best of my knowledge, you've got to import it from America. So, to me, my option is far, far more easier. So, I'll pause this video here, just while I crack on a bit more. So that's the first layer of the gold leaf on. Give it maybe 15 minutes and then put more on. So I'll pause this while I grab a quick drink of coffee and I'll get back to you. Right, so we're back again and give it a second coat. People keep asking, do you have to be neat and tidy? The simple answer is, you most certainly do not. As you can see, I am not being neat and tidy whatsoever. The only thing I am doing is making sure that I get into the letters and on the sides and that overlap onto the face of the stone, and that will ensure that the letters are fully loaded with the gold leaf. So I am definitely not being careful, apart from to make sure I get it into the letters, as I said. You know, if I wanted, I could just go like that. You know, and just basically just slap it on like that if I wanted. You know, but obviously that's basically just waste. You know, get it on, load the letters up properly, and that's how you ensure you end up with a perfect job. I wouldn't care, you know. I've had this job penciled in now for over a year, and I was going to say a friend, I'll say an acquaintance, a business acquaintance, who does the same sort of thing, Jenna. And for anybody who lives down this way, her company is called Heaven's Made. And she does grave tidy-ups, the re-lettering, you know. So I tried to get my customer to let Jenna do this job. With Jenna obviously living closer, this job would have been done quite a while ago. But she was adamant that she wanted me to do it, which it's not a problem. But as I say, it's been over a year with me taking time off and also bad weather, where with Jenna living a lot closer, this could have been done a lot sooner. Now I'm dying to kneel down because my legs are aching, but this ground is flipping wet. And when I say wet, I mean wet, and I can't remember where I finished off, so I think it was here, but I will go over it just to be on the safe side. So like I say, you don't have to be neat and tidy so that you don't get it onto the face of the stone. You actually want it to overlap onto the face of the stone. And that is so that when you clean it off, you're leaving the letter fully loaded right up the sides. A lot of you will know that I'm planning on retiring the end of this year. And I will actually miss doing this if I retire. But I was thinking the other night, well, why don't I just semi-retire and maybe just do, I don't know, one job a month or something. Because I enjoy doing all the different aspects. What I don't enjoy is the pains that I have once I've completed a job. Like, this isn't a hard, heavy job. You know, it's not a hard, heavy brush. Very, very light, in fact. You're not gripping it. But when I go home, by the way, some people are thinking this is paint. It's actually 34 carat gold leaf. That's in with the pigment and the binder to make it. You know, I forgot what I was up to now. Again, we're talking. So, I believe I was into March. So what I'll do all of March. A little bit on that M. Yeah. Yeah, so as I was saying, I might just semi-retire, maybe just do one job a month or something, just to keep my eye in. And then it also means I can stay in touch with friends, associates, even on our association. You know, I can stay in touch with people because we have people all over this country. We have them in Scotland, we have them in Wales, and I also believe that we actually have them in Ireland. Did you hear the little twang there? Ireland. So this is quite a well-established association. Lots of members, as I say, from all over the United Kingdom. So anybody that may live, say, out in the sticks, whether it be England, Scotland, whatever, I'm pretty sure we would have someone in your area or not too far away that could actually travel and do your jobs for you. But this is therapeutic, you know, doing this. But I can feel my fingers now starting to ache. And all I've done, to be truthful, is this, rolling on the molasses treacle mix, spraying the D2, and obviously spraying the soapy water and just giving it a good rub, pumping the spray bottle to rinse it off, you know, which isn't a lot, but my fingers are really, really sore now. Hopefully, once this is cleaned off, it doesn't need another coat. I don't think it will. So that's it. I just go and wash this brush out. I'll pause this video for now and I'll come back to you. Then we'll give this a quick clean off and then let the lettering itself actually dry. I'm just cleaning the excess off. It's a window scraper with a Stanley blade attached to it, and basically it just lifts the excess off. Well, I'm trying to do it on the opposite side of where I would normally do it, would have been right-handed. I would normally start at this side. I'm going to have to. And this is an old blade. Should have put a new blade in it. It's thick of old molasses from the last time I used it. So there's the thick off, and once I spray a little bit of soapy water on, the rest will come off very, very easily. Hey, hop. I'm going to try and clean this Stanley blade, get all that excess off it if I can. And if you notice, I'm doing this part in real time. Just to give you an idea, I'm back to opposite way around again. Obviously I can't see from this side if I'm missing any out, but obviously I'll see when I come around to the other side. Quick spray. Then we've just got the excess, which is along the bottom, down the sides, but the mix is actually off the lettering now. But this is actually how easy it is. So what I'll do, I'll just give it a wash off now. Right, so I'll give it a rinse off. Actually, I'll put this more on a spray pattern, I think. Or maybe I'll not, depends on which way this is turning. That's better. Once I've done this, I can then see if I've missed out any excess on the face of the stone. I think I was too windy cleaner, wouldn't you? Far from it. I can't even clean the car windows. Yep. That is that lettering complete. All I'm going to do now is just let the stone dry off where I've rinsed it off. I'll give it a little buff with a clean cloth. I'll put some sealer on the white marble, and that's the job done. Seal the marble now. Well, I forgot to start the tape at the end.
After 400 yards, leave the roundabout at the first exit and continue to follow the A174.
Thank you. I forgot to start the video, but what I did, I took a photo of the stone when it was done. The stone next to it, the lady's mum, some of the lettering had come off on the footer, the plinth. And she says, if I would,
the roundabout at the first exit.
I'll kill this. She asked us if I wouldn't, well, she asked us at first if I would have time to sort the lettering out and redo it, or if not, would I arrange to come back down? And I went, yeah, I'll do it for you. She was with her partner, and he says, how long would it take? I went, about 15 minutes. It was
After
like
500 yards, leave the roundabout at the second exit and continue to follow the A174.
Thank you very much. He was like, really? I went, honestly. So when I done it, took us just under 15 minutes, finished, and he couldn't believe it. And because we're such a nice couple,
leave the roundabout at the second exit.
Well, shut up. Because we're such a nice couple, I didn't even charge them for it. You know, you can't charge somebody something for 10 minutes.
1 mile.
Right, I'm getting sick of her talking hours, so I'm just going to end this video here. As I say, sorry, I forgot to get the video running again. Apologies. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye bye.